Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Fatman In Paradise coming to you once again from #Open Hawaii. And we're just starting out. Honestly, I'm running a little late, pardon me, but you know, there's traffic. So, we're going about this right now. Hey, Andy, wave hi. Wave hi to the phone. Yeah, there we go. This is Andy. One of the guys who's been out here with me almost every single day.
I love you.
Yep. His thing is that he loves everybody. Yep, everyone equally. Because honestly, we're all God's children. So I want everyone to remember that. We're all in this together. Even though some of us, we honestly disagree with a lot of people. So God bless you. Thank you very much for watching. And I will do some talks about different things. Sorry, adjusting my camera stand a little bit more. There we go. A little bit taller. Now, there we go. So yeah. Be out here for a little bit longer, do some singing, some dancing. I'm gonna act like an idiot right here on my little stage right here. Leave comments, subscribe, call me an idiot. I honestly don't care. Actually, no, I do care. Please call me an idiot. Laugh at me because I know, honestly, it gives my life meaning. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. And let's have some fun. Stand up next to you and defenders still today. And there ain't no doubt I love this land unless you have Oh, that did not work. Gotta adjust the tripod. Hope none of you are get motion sick easily.
I see the room for me into myself. What a wonderful world. There's a day, say good night. I think tonight. What a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty and so sad.
There we go. That's better.
How do you do? I really say I love you. He's crying. I watch them grow. They're much, much more. I'll never know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
All right. That was good. All right. So again, we're specifically out here to get our lives back. We want to have our livelihoods back. We want to have our jobs back. Specifically for me, I'm representing the gig economy. And everyone involved in that, even though, you know, it's unofficial. There are some people in the gig economy who've gotten jobs, and God bless you. And seriously, make money. Get your get your life together. Do what you can to be able to live. God bless you. Good luck. But there are a lot of us who don't, like me. I am. Well, normally I work as a slight. It's a type of magician. what I do as on my side when I'm working by myself. This character, Fatman, honestly only existed on the internet before this year. I didn't have a costume for this or anything. Now, Fatman's in the real world. So yeah, that's where we're at now. The other ones are gonna stay who? Other two characters are gonna stay where they are, and that's how it's gonna stay. Alright, let's see if that works better. Alright. Alright. Let's just get this over with. Let's talk. So yeah. What else are we going to talk about? Oh, let's talk about a little bit in the news. California really is voting on whether or not to have civil rights stay in law. That is official. They're going to vote on it in November, whether or not they're going to allow the state to discriminate. Period. They call it civil rights, whatever. But good. Thank you. Alright, here we go. Here comes that Trump van once more time. Hello. Don't worry, I got one. So, what else? What else? It's not showing. So, what else? What else? What else is going on? We're here trying to get people to talk, try to understand. COVID-19 is scary.
No, it's not.
Well, the idea behind it, what they've done.
No, it's not. Never been scared of it.
Yeah, I don't think you should be scared of it, is my point. And he's saying no. And I honestly agree with him. But there's been a propagation of fear, and it gets kind of frustrating. Patty.
Hi, how are you?
You got 2 signs today.
Yeah.
Two signs?
I said that about a year back, and animal rights advocate group started using it. I'm like, hey, I don't mind. Every life matters from the smallest amoeba all the way to the biggest whale shark. That's literally the biggest known creature that's autonomous and moves on its own. Not the biggest living creature. The biggest living creature is actually a grove of peach trees over in Oklahoma, I think it is. Yeah, the trees, but it's in a different location. Well, the reason why it's all the roots grew together.
Yeah.
So they're actually all one tree. It's nuts.
You guys have a nice day.
Yeah, you too, man. Yeah. There are a couple other people waving for Stonebreaker. God bless you guys. For everyone else, good luck. And yeah. What else? What else? I don't know what else. Let's look up. 1 second. I'm going to play with the screen a little bit, so you got to look at me. I'm going to be looking at you, and I might be able to see. On. There we go. Help! Help! Well, what should I say? This is population. I got 3,000. The rhythm of the city. Oh, once you get it down, so you can own the sound. You can wear the crown. Once Why should I worry? Tell me, why should I care? I have a time, oh, a street sidewalk. Why should I worry? Tell me, why should I care? There's just a new population. A street sidewalk. Everything. Why should I worry? Help me. Why should I care? I'm still alive. I got street sidewalks there. There we go. All right, let's go with the first article we got here. Trump threatens funding and tax-exempt statuses in colleges. Want to know why? United States President Donald Trump on Friday threatened the funding and tax-exempt status of university and colleges, accused of too many of them of being driven by radical left indoctrination, asserting that children must be educated, not indoctrinated. The president said he would take away funding and the tax-exempt status if the propaganda or act against public policy continues. And honestly, you want to have a good example of that? Go look at what's called the Battle of Berkeley. Happened 2 years ago, I think it was. And yeah, there was a right-wing provocateur named Milo Yiannopoulos. Hey, Milo. Boy, now that was an interesting bug. He was having an event at Berkeley College, and the woke crowd decided that they were going to boycott them. They threatened the college that they were going to riot, and there were bomb threats and stuff like that in Berkeley. Honestly, was at first, stood strong. And they stood strong up until right before they actually started rioting. And then instead of arresting the rioters, they let them riot for 2 days, burning down a rental light system, which is a gas-powered light that has you might have seen them on the roadways to help light road work. They actually lit one of those on fire in the middle of the quad, and they attacked the buildings, attacked all the campus police. They have a private police on Berkeley, not actually real police. The police were told were not allowed on campus. So yeah, that was honestly the beginning of this all. The true, first shot fired by the woke crowd, because they showed that they could actually get away with it, and the college professors allowed it. And now we have these riots for continuously over a month and a half. Seriously, it's gonna keep going until they actually stop them. So let's go with it. How messed up is that? Quote one of my favorite movies. That ain't right. Come on, say that. Say that with me. That ain't right. Sorry about that. I'm cheap. Don't have a good tripod right now. Oh, wow. Let's have a little bit of racism on top of everything. Definition of racism: when you decide one group is more privileged or has more abilities than another. And that is the way exactly the Seattle Workshop for Civil Rights is also actually doing that. And they were segregated workshop. Yeah, we're going back to segregation. What Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King worked for his entire life to get rid of. And they're going back to that. Can you actually believe that? I can, because I actually watched them do this. They are actually defecating on the dreams of those who created this wonderful world. You guys are horrible. Seriously, you're just horrible. You've taken everything that King did and are throwing it into the garbage, defecating on it and lighting on fire and saying he wasn't good enough. He was the epitome of civil rights movement. Why? Because he changed minds. He changed hearts. Not through force. Because that doesn't work. What happens when you force something? The idea of the rebellious way. The more you push it down, the more it's going to come back. You're going to get an equal and opposite reaction. And they're going to fight against it, and they're going to push against it. That's the reason why I'm really afraid of what's going to happen next with the BLM. Because people go, as I said before, they want to go live their lives, and all they see is Black Lives Matter. They ask why, and they all hear Black Lives Matter. Bury their parents. Black Lives Matter. I want to go to hold my child as they're dying in the hospital. Black Lives Matter. Yes, that's actually happening right now. There's 3 people I know like that. You're looking them up. It's messed up. That ain't right. And me, I just want to go play. I want to go be silly. I want to go act like a freaking idiot, like I normally do, and have people throw money into my cup. And you know what? I can't. Because everyone's been told that we can't be outside. And right now, there is actually an order for all of us to wear masks out here. Oh, legally speaking, to make sure I won't be arrested right this second, I'm going to state for all public record that I'm asthmatic. I don't have to wear the freaking mask. You want proof that I'm asthmatic? Here's my prescribed inhaler. And here's my other one. And yeah, actually 2. Yes, I am one of those with the excess morbidities. I'm fat, hence the nickname Fatman. I am asthmatic, and I've got so many things to worry about in my life with my health issues. Things I'm actually have anxiety for, and I'm told by the woke left that I have to have anxieties for these other things, when they have never interfered in my life before. I want to help people move on with their lives, have fun. My entire point of my life is to get people to have fun. And no, I must capitulate. Yeah, it's apparently racist for white people to talk or not talk, because silence is violence. And if I don't support Black Lives Matter, I'm fighting against them. I'm their enemy. That's false dichotomy, people. I honestly could not care. I think you're just deluded. Most of the arguments you have based on them for BLM is based off incorrect statistics. Like, black people are not killed more often than white people by cops in the United States every year. It's actually the opposite. White people are killed more often than by cops. Statistic, and if you go by per capita, not really. Now the ratio that they want to point out is police interactions, and yeah, that's true. Those of African descent here in America, the American blacks as they're referred to, are overrepresented in police interactions in the United States. They're also overrepresented for actually committing crimes. Crimes that have been proven on recordings. So it's actually not, we don't actually have to, have a testimony of individuals. We have their pictures of them going through and doing these crimes. And it's racist because we're doing this, apparently. And it's racist to have to do math. Yeah, seriously. And like, freaking clown word, right? That means I get to be in charge, right? Like when people always think I'm white. That's highly entertaining. Look at me. Yeah, I'm not. Look at me closely. Right. I don't have the facial features of a normal white person, right? I don't have the build of a normal white person. Right. Thank you very much. What am I? I'm Romani. 10 points to those who will actually figure out know what that is. They're going, what?
Human being.
Amen to that. They're some of the most human. They're the ones who took care of the children that were left over from when the villages were killed by Black Plague. The children that were left alone, the Romani took them in. Why? Because, you know, that's how the Romani grew. That is one of the most interesting facts about the Romani that I love. Yeah, they're in Black Plague, they did that. Why? Because, you know, they're ideal, mostly, but also a heritage. But yeah, anyone can join the families. I'm actually genetically related to them. Good luck figuring out what that is. It's more, now you have the internet, you can actually figure it out a little bit easier, but go ahead and Google it. Alright, but yeah, seriously, in Seattle, they are now forcing people to go, undo their whiteness. That is, that's ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. I have to undo my whiteness, even though I'm not white. Right. Oh, good. A little bit of good news. Amazon, midday Friday, apparently told their employees that they have to delete TikTok off their phones especially when they're at work. If they want to have a separate phone for outside, that's fine, but they can't actually have it inside of work. Why? Because TikTok's, good lord, one of the code that a coder I know that has been able to identify is what's known as, a clip art ghost code. What it does is it takes whenever you have, when you have TikTok on your phone, after you activate it the first time, it continuously runs in the background and copies your clipboard every 5 minutes or so, and sends all that data to the servers in China. No, seriously. And if you can't access it right away, it sends it sends all at once when you turn on the internet. Yeah, that's the reason why your data's going like. But yeah, apparently a bunch of Amazon employees complained today that, oh no, we have to delete TikTok. Yeah, do your work. Please, let me do your work. Apparently the notice says, due to security risk, the TikTok app is no longer permitted on mobile devices that access Amazon email. The message also noted that they had until Friday to delete the app, today. That's good. Doing a live stream. Okay, howdy daddy. Amen. Well, right now, especially against anybody else right this second, good lord. God bless. Don't forget to vote. Tell everybody, God bless you. Would you like a bottle of water? No worries. God bless that. But yeah, right now I'm planning on voting for Trump. Why? Biden is, well, first and foremost, Biden honestly looks like he has dementia to me. As someone who has lived with and dealt with someone who had what?
There's a video of Biden saying he's going to defeat Joe Biden.
I know. That's one of the ones that, yeah. If you look at Joe Biden now, honestly, I think they increased his medication. That's the reason why he sounds a little bit more lucid lately. Honestly, some of those medications are freaking awesome. Yeah. And I mean, like, ooh, yeah. Awesome. But yeah, Biden's he's going south fast. So, my main reason why I will not vote for him is because you'll be voting for his vice president. And yeah, that's literally about as undemocratic you can be in the Democrat Party. Yeah, you're gonna vote for someone who was not voted for at all. Right. Right. Go ahead, guys. Argue with that fact. I want to say that Trump was, here's my one I wanted to talk about. This is one that's funny. Mary Trump putting out that book, and the three of the big claims that Mary Trump put his head in the book about Trump was one, that he was verbally abused as a child. Number two, what was it? I gotta look it up on my phone. Hello! He was, it's something about enriching himself with the presidency or something like that. And last but not least, that he's mentally disabled because he has a learning difficulty. Now the thing is, pause a moment. Let's take that seriously for a second. Let's go with that. Number one, his father had a standard that that Trump had to hold up to. Trump was wearing suits as a young man. You can go look this up in the old pictures, old magazine. Trump was always dressed clean cut. All of my characters have their own designs and fashions. That man is a wrinkly character because he doesn't give a crap. So that's honestly what I try to portray. Trump always wanted to portray Father Trump. I can't remember his name. Sorry, Donald. I really can't remember your dad's name right this second. But he, Trump Sr. wanted to keep Donald to have a standard of dress to always be professional, to stand up straight, shoulders back, and to be able to do the job that he was supposed to do. And he found out that Trump early on had a gift for getting people to do things. The gift of gab, as the Irish like to call it. You know, be able to convince others with a silver tongue. Yeah, that's another one. Silver tongue. So he did that. Oh yeah, well, supposedly because of his learning difficulties, he paid someone to take his SATs for him. One, I'm against that, the principle of that, period. And give me proof that Trump's enriched himself with the presidency. Seriously, I need actual proof, numbers on a page where I can go research independently. Because I won't believe you. Why? Because I have been told that I am an evil person because I don't like abortion. I don't like the idea of abortion. Never have, never will. And if you don't like that, you can kiss my fuzzy butt. And yes, I will clearly attest to you, my butt is actually quite fuzzy. The fuzz does not stop at the neckline, people. But yeah, doing a live stream, so yeah. Don't worry, your face will be blurred later. But yeah, he apparently was kept to the standard, and because he was forced to keep the standard, Mary Trump says that Donald was verbally abused. I'm sorry, but it's not abuse to clean your room. It's not abuse to actually be told and forced to do your chores. It's not abuse to wash your freaking butt. I'm sorry. Seriously, people. And those are the basic things that he was abused with. Number two, going to the, number three is supposedly he paid someone to take his SATs for him. I'm against that. Period. Straight up against it. If it's real, not the mark against Donald. But you know what? This last point, number four, is the one that I honestly cannot believe that it came out. Donald Trump supposedly has a learning disability. No, pause a moment. He has a learning disability. And pause a moment. He was given $1 million by his father. Now, most people who've given $1 million, period, lose it. Actually, get any inheritance. Period. 95% of those people lose that money. There's a saying: a fool in their money is soon parted. And Trump, honestly, he lost the money. He was deep in debt in '93. That was one of his major bankruptcies. He screwed up. He screwed up 9 times. But you know what? Do you know how many times he succeeded? 10. So he succeeded 10 times. He became a TV star with WWE, with wrestling. Literally, he became the second president to be in the World Wrestling Federation Museum. Did you know that? Did you know that, Andy? You know who the first one is? Abraham Lincoln. He paid his way through college doing wrestling. Yeah, you want to know what his record was? 300-0. 300 rounds, 300 matches, 300 wins. Abraham Lincoln, you're freaking awesome. But yeah, Donald Trump is the second president to be U.S. president to be inducted, who is inside the World Wrestling Federation Museum, just by default. Ah, there we go. One more time. This is frustrating. Ah, stop it. Stop it, you stupid wind. Yeah, finally the trade winds come. Alright, now they're telling me that he did all of this while he has a learning difficulty. He is mentally handicapped on top of all of that. What? That's freaking inspiring. If that's true, that's freaking inspiring. Donald Trump, if he has a learning difficulty, he went from rich to poor to freaking really freaking rich. Then became then had 2 hit TV shows, became the president, and he did all that with a learning difficulty. I'm sorry, that's freaking awesome. That literally breaks the glass ceiling on anyone. There is no ceiling for anyone to be able to reach presidency if Donald Trump has a learning difficulty. Because he would basically probably be a type of savant then. If the accusations are true, then he is a savant in business, basically. Being able to get people to do things, to get people what they want in deals the way they want. And that is a type of savant. There are savants like that in the rest of the world. If he is a savant like that and is truly has a learning disability, that's awesome. But here comes the second part. All of you who have been insulting his intelligence are now guilty of prejudice of ableism. Yeah, you're all bigots. Bigots, 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 bigots. You. Yeah, everyone who called Donald Trump an idiot, or insulted his intelligence, or insulted the way he does things, and if this is true that he has a learning disability, you're all freaking bigots. Yeah, that's just beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. So yes, give everyone another reason to vote for Donald Trump. That might explain why he was totally up for bringing in those special needs children into the White House and giving them encouragement, because he wanted them to understand, wanted to inspire them, even though he didn't want to, tell people that about his problem. If that's true, that's just freaking awesome. That's freaking hilarious. All of you who hate him and insult his intelligence are now ableists. That's funny, isn't it? I love irony. I'm sorry, I love irony. Seriously, if Donald Trump has a mental disability, then he will have... I'm sorry, I'm dwelling on this. Forgive me, everyone. I'm dwelling on this, but it is just too funny. Entirely too funny. Oh. But seriously, so keep on insulting him. Keep on telling everyone that he's an idiot. And if it truly is that he has a mental disability, and you're all doing this to him, I'm going to simply tell you this. Just keep it up. You're digging your own grave. Keep on. You're going like this, people. You're supposed to go like this, so you can dig your way out. Oh, that was just so entertaining. Yeah, oh yeah, going back and it was changing gears for a minute. Even though I just think that's freaking hilarious. And I will come back to Donald Trump being handicapped again later. But Oregon politician admits to writing anonymous racist letter to himself. Seriously, ladies and gentlemen, all of you though on the left who will keep doing these hate hoax crimes, please, oh please, two things. Number one, first and foremost, it is horrible that you do it. It's wrong. But I feel insulted doubly that you do it so poorly. I am a freaking clown. I could pull that off really easily. And no one would know. And you keep screwing it up and it's like, you expect me to believe you? Seriously? I'm sorry. Anytime that there's a hate crime now come out, I literally will go, picture didn't happen. Why? Because there have been too many BS hate hoax crimes that have literally made it so that we can't tell. You've literally made it hard for people to actually report hate crime and actual real crimes. It's like people filing false rape reports. Women and men who get raped, now they come forward. They're less. They have to be scrutinized, even more so because of these false ones. Same with the hate crimes. I'm against hate crimes, period, on principle, because the idea of it being on the books, honestly, I think they're unconstitutional. But if you're going to have them, investigate them correctly. What?
Keep crying wolf.
What?
Keep crying wolf.
Yeah, they keep crying wolf. Yeah, they become the child that cried wolf. And it gets really messed up. So the people that are actually trying to do things right can't actually do anything. So yeah. Jonathan Lopez, you're not a very nice person.
We'll be okay.
Yeah, we'll make it through this one way or another. I know I'll survive. I don't know about everybody else.
Well, till November 3rd, we gotta hold up for this crap.
Well, the thing is, the thing about the Romani, they're survivors. Keep in mind, during World War II, 2/3 of the Romani were executed, and the revisionist historians keep saying, 6 million Jews. It was 6 million people. Don't get me wrong. About 5.5 million of them were Jews. Don't get me wrong. About the other 500,000 were 500,000 were over 2/3 of the Romani. And Christians. Don't get me wrong. There were a lot of Christians, but they were in the thousands, not hundreds of thousands. Yeah, that's a clue for the rest of you who are paying attention. Yeah, the Romani were, almost executed completely. Howdy.
That's okay with us.
Do you honestly think that I have a problem being myself? But yeah, star advertiser, photo op. But yeah, all this is just messed up. It's ridiculous. Oh, excuse me, sir. Did you hear about the accusation in Mary Trump's book that Donald Trump is supposed to be mentally handicapped? No, here's the funny thing is, if he's mentally handicapped, then he did all of his life's accomplishments, and he's still handicapped. That just makes it more impressive. What else? All those of good conscience. Again, remember, keep together, stay strong, and honestly, like Tim Pool said, if you find and want to put together a list, an email list to your friends who you know share your views about, if you like, share my views about gun control and how it counter to society. Please make an email list. Email list to those who you care. And share a list of the businesses that you want to boycott.
I'm just going to say something about a message about.
Let's take a page out of their book, the leftist books, yeah? So we can actually, you know, hold everyone to account. They want to hold us to account, hold them to account for what they say? Let's hold them to account for what they say. It's kind of, I don't want this. Like they dictated the rules. Let's play the game. And I love playing games. All right. Howdy.
I'll be right back.
No worries. I'll be here. Question, ladies and gentlemen, all those in the peanut gallery. What constitutes of having enough examples of voter fraud to count as voter fraud across the United States? Seriously, how many? How about 27 in the past chronological year? Yeah, 27 individual cases. Well, actually, probably a little bit less, but 27. I keep coming up with 27 for some reason on my web search. But yeah, fact check me, ladies and gentlemen. Seriously. There's another one of attempted election fraud charges leveled against mail carrier in West Virginia. 47-year-old Thomas Cooper, a mail carrier in Dry Fork, West Virginia, on Thursday pleaded guilty to 1 count of attempted election fraud and 1 count of injury to the mail. The same was confirmed by the Office of the U.S. Attorney in the Northern District of West Virginia. Mr. Cooper admitted to having altered as many 8 primary ballot pamphlets request forms with black ink. Why is that important? Because all those who filled out their primary forms did it with blue. Again, the idiocracy of not doing it right insults me. If you're gonna do something, do it right. We know. Yeah. We know how to do it. We know about it. We can do it ourselves. But yeah, that happens a lot. Happens more and more often. You get frustrating. Addy, how's it?
What's your name?
I'm Thomas, but I go by Fatman In Paradise online. But yeah, this is my live stream.
Just do your thing.
But yeah, this is my sign, this is my box, this is my camera up there. So yeah, right, specifically for the gig economy. Yeah, there's a small part of the gig economy that's starting to get worked out. The Uber drivers honestly just switched over to being delivery drivers during the initial outbreak. So yeah, they were able to help themselves. But the performers.
What's the nickname you go by again?
Fatman space In Paradise, one word. It's you can find me on Facebook. I also have a Twitter, but I can't keep that. I can't keep remembering how it was spelled on that one. But it's still Fatman In Paradise. All the ones that say Fatman In Paradise in some ways is me somewhere. I literally went across every social media site, just spammed it. Make sure no one can take a count on me.
What's your other name?
My name's Thomas.
What's your last name, sir?
I don't like normally giving it out, but okay, Ryan.
Thanks.
There's a lot of Thomas Ryan stuff. Good luck trying to figure out which one that is.
That's all right.
No, seriously, what was it? Last time I checked, there were 19 on Iowa.
You know how many George Lees there are? I've been through more.
21 last time I checked. It was a list of the most common names, and I went down the least. Thomas Ryan is one of the least common names because it's it's traditional Irish and Christian name. Is it? But yeah, these are my own little hashtags. Clown Lives Matter for us to get back. And everyone who's being divisive about what Black Lives Matter, all lives matter. Mine is every life matters, every single one. Yeah, I made this T-shirt. God bless. Yeah, and this is my T-shirt store. So you can tell them, you can go to my T-shirt store over there. But yeah, again, spread shirt, everyone. Hold still. All right, there we go. But again, we're all just trying to get our lives together. And with the authoritarians in both, with every single freaking group coming out of the woodwork right now, it's getting disgusting. And that's what I'm trying to get across. It's not those people that are strictly on the political left, because I've met people on the political left who are really good people. You can even say there are fine people, very fine people on both sides.
I'm a liberal at heart.
What?
I'll be voting for Trump.
Oh, I'm a libertarian. I'm right there in the freaking middle. I took the political compass test. I'm literally in the freaking middle. I have one step onto the right because I'm against abortion. So I find it horrible, honestly. I think it's a tragedy, and it's not something to be encouraged. Yeah, I'll do a video on abortion later on. Actually, you probably saw my other one about my father. So yeah, you can go through that one again. So yeah, it's that's the other half of it. There's others, but yeah, I can get my political and psychological reasons. I'm a weird person, so yeah, we can go with it. How's it, man? Clown Lives Matter, remember that, eh? Clown Lives Matter. Oh yeah, we just, here in Hawaii, it's actually getting really stupid. Well, finally, ladies and gentlemen, those are the other citizens here in Hawaii, I want you to know that the election website has been updated, where they're still officially saying that there are going to be 2 ballot locations on Oahu, where you can physically vote, walk in and vote. Yeah, one's going to be here in Honolulu, the other one's in Kapolei. My phone's not very fast right this second, so I'm not going to... It actually brings up a digital map, like Google Maps. So if you have a computer at home, I recommend looking it up. Or if you can get to a McDonald's and use their Wi-Fi or Walmart, something like that. Especially for those of you like me who are freaking poor. Especially because of COVID, I was comfortable and able to afford my lifestyle. And now I literally have this phone that I invested in before COVID, which is literally my computer now. That is my computer. This is a gift from 10 years ago, my speaker, and this microphone I use for shows. And it's useful. It's not the best microphone, but it works. But yeah, how's it? But yeah, it is. This everything is screwed up. All right. What's going next? All right. Well, there's no one talking to me. Apparently, I'm all alone here. I don't. Yeah, there's nothing to be. No. But yeah. Now here's the thing. There's the what I refer to as the spite vote that's happening right now. It's those voters who are voting against something because of their principles. That's honestly how I decided that I was going to vote against Hillary during 2016. Why would I absolutely devote myself to vote against her? And yet I pronounce her name Hillary because, well, I give monikers to everyone I believe who deserves one. It's a wonderful dashing appellation, wouldn't you think? Hillary. It's a dollar sign instead of an S. You know, she'll do basically anything for money.
Except for gold.
No, and apparently she did it at least once. She did it once.
Yeah, I think we did there.
She apparently did it with Bill at least once. No, I hope it was worth it. Honestly, the way he looks like now, he looks like he played, went with SDs like Pokemon, gotta catch them all, right?
Yeah. Well,
I know, that was crude.
Bill's stuck at home because of COVID-19, 14, Hillary.
That's a big conspiracy with Biden. Okay. Yeah. Nice hat, man. As you can tell, I like straw hats. God bless. And good luck. I do hope he wins. He's the best out of the bunch. I wish he was a little bit stronger on certain issues because, I'm very libertarian. I want freedom more than much of anything else right this second. But yeah, he's the closest to my point. If I found someone else, I'll say like with Trump, I'll jump the train and find someone else. Yeah. Good luck. God bless and have a safe ride home. Yeah. What was that? People are voting against Trump today this time around, and I can understand. Well, actually, there's actually a surprising amount. Lauren Southern, not Lauren Southern. What's her name? Christina. No, was it Christina? No, what was her name? That who said that he was going to win first time on that cable TV show. She said "Hillary awesome and Trump we trust" was one of her books. What was her name? I know there is a silent majority that's going to vote for Trump. Don't get me wrong. There's a part of the silent majority. I know. There's an entire town in Israel. There's an entire town in Israel that was named after Trump, Donald Trump. It's called Trump. What was it? Donald Trump. It actually means thanks to Donald Trump, because otherwise it would not exist. You can look it up. I can't pronounce the name correctly because it's Yiddish. I'm horrible at Yiddish. I can only say a few words. Forgive me, my Jewish audience members, but I seriously am horrible at pronouncing it. I have to have a rabbi to teach me, or someone else. A good little Jewish girl would do it. But yeah. Oh wow. I'll definitely go kosher there. Wow, that was horrible. That was a horrible one. I would. Well, if I found a nice little Jewish girl, I'd definitely go kosher for her. Definitely eat kosher. Oh, that was bad. Okay, that was horrible. Let's change subjects. I'm going to get worse if I stay on that subject. It only circles the drain from there. Okay.
I'm a veteran. That's all.
My daddy was a sub-sailor, buddy. The worst places where you hear jokes. Submarines, Boy Scouts in the back of churches. Seriously. Let me guess, they screamed hallelujah. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Sorry, I love a good joke.
I'm getting hungry.
Every once in a while I see this meme that makes fun of Catholics, yeah. Because I'm Catholic, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we have our communion, our religious ceremonies. where we eat the host and drink the wine. And, you know, the meme is a bowl full of the wafers and being poured, wine being poured over them with a spoon, sticking in the bowl. It says, you know, you're getting all of you're being saved only one time a week. I can do it all in one day. And it's like, that's not how it works. That's horrible.
I'm trying to be good over here. She says, I love you, but I love you.
I love you on my tongue.
I'm trying to be good.
You know, it's horrible. Just because I know the joke doesn't mean I'm a horrible person, I think. I hope. God, please do not smite me. Oh Lord, please do not smite me now because I'm enjoying this entirely way too much. Alright, going back to reality for a minute. What else? I'm out of ideas. Well, let me bring up the news again.
Not as bad as everybody makes it out.
Well, I hope you're right. I hope it's not as bad as they make it out to be, honestly. Otherwise, we're all freaking doomed. Hell was on earth. You know, it's the fall of the Republic. People are riding in the streets and the moon has turned to blood. Wait a second. That was last week.
Even if Hillary replaces Biden, it'll be okay.
I hope you're right.
With the worst on,
I know she wears the pants in the family, or is it the pantsuit in the family? Apparently, Donald Trump made a comment that he is always going to be for us about Kanye West's run for the presidency. Honestly, I think it's a dry run. I think Kanye West running for 2020 is a dry run, and I encourage him to do so. Why? Because he's going to get more people to pay attention. That is the main thing I want. I want more eyeballs on this, because I have faith in the democratization of the human minds, of being able to figure things out. One, because when we have more minds on one cause, we have accomplished amazing things. Just think about this. Did you know they already found an antibody that completely blocks COVID-19 from infecting the person? They found it a month ago. They just finished the test. They went into human testing last week. I think there's a double reason. One, it's a dry run. Number two, and to screw over Biden. Oh, but primarily he wants people to wake up. He wants people to pay attention. Kanye West brought a lot of people over to Trump when he went over and talked to Trump in the Oval Office. And literally, it was Kanye talking to Trump. Good Lord, that was one interesting interaction.
And if Kanye wins, then we have one of those Kardashians as the first lady.
Kim Kardashian, oh my good lordy. Yeah, can you imagine First Lady Kim Kardashian? Where it shows the most infamous picture of her as her holding, shooting the champagne over her back and landing inside of a glass, sitting on her butt. I'm not joking. That's a real picture. Yes, she wore a fake butt to be able to do it for the position. Because you don't want to see her butt's not that big. It's a nice size, but it's not that big.
I'm not a fan of Kardashian.
Okay, physically, she is appealing. I will not deny that. Intellectually, I like someone who can challenge me and will honestly beat the crap. I also like physically strong women. Keep in mind, I'm 6 feet tall, 340 pounds. If the woman I meet up with is not either able to put me on the floor or, going to smack me upside the head, I might accidentally hurt her because I'm just that freaking big. Everyone mistakes me because that I'm not that big because of that. I literally am 345 pounds as of 3 days ago. I'm huge. Yes, I move around. You know what? That's my life. That's the way I am. But yeah. Oh yeah, Trump posted at the end. I think he would support us over anyone else. We have to stop the radical left from taking over the country. West tweeted last week that he would be running for president in the November election. And in my opinion, yeah, because of the COVID-19, he had absolutely no way to really go register and get his name known in those areas. Because to be able to get his name onto the ballots, he had needed a certain number of signatures in those states to be able to get on the electoral on the ballots. And most of the time, with the Republican and Democrat, they just get the names out of their own ranks. I know I signed for Donald Trump because screw everyone else. But that's just me. Oh, what else? So, but with Kanye West going for it, trying to get on the ballot as a third party with his quote-unquote birthday party, I say go for it, man. Go, man, run it. No correction. I want to use the phrase, you're not going to run, walk. Right? That's what Kanye said. You know, he's not going to, when he goes for president, he's not going to do it so well, he's going to walk. Did he, Andy? And he's not paying attention. Yeah, Kanye West said when he goes to run for president, he's not going to have to, he's going to do it so easy, he's not going to run, he's going to walk. Get it? That's an interesting play on words. You're done? Oh. God bless. Have a safe trip home. I know it's hot here. Personally, this is like a normal day in Wyandotte where I live. It's actually a little cooler because there's actually wind. I'm not joking. I will always have fun.
See you sometime.
Yep, I'll be back. But yeah, that's what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. I primarily want to talk. I want people to understand that there are other viewpoints out here. That's one of my favorite songs. It's Matchbox told me how far we've come. It's more than you can imagine. Yeah, more than you can see. There's so much more out there. There's a line from a silly cartoon. I love the line. The character, and 10 points to those who actually figure out who this character is, what show this is. The character is Professor Paradox. You can do this without Googling. The character is Professor Paradox. And when asked about a strange thing in the viewport, he was pointed out that, oh, that's the next universe over. And he doesn't particularly like it. Has no sense of the laws of physics, how they're supposed to be. And the character says, wait a second, isn't the universe supposed to encapsulate absolutely everything? And Paradox calmly looks at him and says, don't you understand? Reality is always more than you can imagine. Isn't that wonderful? There's always something more. There's always something else out there. Something to explore, something to see, something to share, something to experience. It's a wonderful idea. I refuse to bow down to the idea that this is the end. How do I say this is, what was it, the wheel that turns and things continue. The story comes to an end, but this is not the ending, it just is an end. I know I'm paraphrasing, forgive me, everyone else who reads Robert Jordan. But yeah, there's an ending and a beginning, like he says the whole time. Everything turns, everything is new, and everything old is new again. And we shall always find out what we're going to do next. So, yeah. those good conscience who are able to distinguish and hold true to their virtues beyond everything and above everything, especially fear. I ask you, hold on, stay true, and be yourselves. Yeah, I know it's too hot. I got one more fun that's gonna be a sight to see. I love high hopes for a living. Should've done the stars, but I couldn't make a killing. Didn't know how to always had a vision. Always have high hopes. Always have high hopes for a living. Shooting for a high, but I always had a vision. Didn't know to be that one in a million. Always have high hopes. I have high hopes for a living. Shooting for the stars, but I couldn't make a killing. Didn't know a lie, but I always had a vision. Always have high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living. Should know how, but I always had a vision. Didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision. Always had high hopes. Have high hopes, everyone. What else? Yeah, I think Andy's right. It's not as bad as it is. I was thinking. Yeah, as Andrew Clavin says, let's say, the Republic is falling apart. There's rioting in the streets and it's turned to blood. But that was only last weekend. So let's do it what's today. Let's turn it to cheese. I refuse to give up. Now or ever. On the city streets, I'm the only one I walk alone. Alright. Now, see if I can. There we go. Moving around. Pardon for the motion sickness. What comes next, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to sing badly. Again, feel free to make fun of me. Laugh at me. It gives my life meaning. Oh, how hard. That's not gonna work. Definitely not gonna work. That's blood cricket. That's life. On the boulevard of broken dreams, when the city streets are from the bars of broken Let's have a little fun here.
What am I to be? What is my calling? I give up giving up, I'm ready to go. Future's left unseen, it all depends on me. Put it on the line to follow my dreams, yeah. Try all my life, I've got to find something that makes me hold on and never go. Something that makes me hold on and never let go. Oh, hero too, I am a hero too. My heart is set, I won't back down. Hero too, doesn't make a hero. True hero, stand up for what they believe. So wait and see, people will judge for no reason at all. Yeah, they might try to say your dreams dumb. Don't listen. They went down on me and count me out. I'm going my own way. They went down on me and count me out. I'm a hero, I got you there. Hero too, I am a hero too. My heart is set, and I won't back down. Hero too, doesn't take a hero. True hero, stand up for what they believe. Hero too, I am a hero too.
Sorry about that, everyone.
You see, by the thumbs of the line, I'm so proud we have at the twilight's last gleam, and the giant and bright sun through the heavenless fire. Till boys we have. We're so gallant, and the love is spread there, and the bombs bursting in air. They flew through the night, and the flag was still there. Oh, say that.
had some sound system problems there. Within the love of a hero, and that's what fear won't do. They say that a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. Hold on to the wings of an eagle, oh, watching the whole fly away. Watching us. Watching us all fly away. Watching us all fly away. Watching us all fly away. Lightning inside me, son of a gun. I'm like a titan that tries to hold it to watch. I'm like the lonely fate. There is no time to waste. I've got the lightning inside me. This is how legends are made. This is how the legends are made. This is how legends are made. I'm cranking up on the throttle. Victory is mine. Show you the heart of the battle, heart of outside. I've come so far to quit. Step back, I'm going in. I'm cranking up on the throttle. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. enjoyed it. God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you. Fatman In Paradise. This is my spread shirt. If you like my stuff, you can order from me. I get a small stipend, huh? I knew you got a couple pictures of it, so yeah. With those of you on Facebook, thank you very much for watching. God bless you. And what was it? Yeah, read, pay attention. Don't just read the articles, but also look at the evidence. Don't remember the final philosophy that I learned from all of my very short life. Only the paranoid survive. What was that last part? Oh yes, Viva Cristios, vaya con Dios. God bless. And aloha. There's the button.